Now, what inspired you to start your own businesses as an adult?
Yeah. So as an adult, I started my businesses initially because I needed and I wanted to use my skills to make a difference. But I also wanted to do it in my own schedule because I could use my skill as a job in the job in which I was already doing. But then I had my youngest child who had a lot of health issues, and I needed to be able to stay home with him and still wanted to be able to do what I was doing before and do it in a way that worked for my family. And entrepreneurship seems to be the best fit, right? Where my skills were being used, and then I made my own schedule. I decided when and where I wanted to work, and be able to find that balance per se. And that was honestly the biggest reason. And I didn't have to sacrifice being a mom. I remember when I was still when before made that shift, the last drop for me, my youngest one had to do this 24-hour EKG, and he had all these wires on his head and was wrapped with this mesh. He had to look like a mummy, and it was his little stroller, and I had to go to work and take him to work with me. And that broke my heart. And I remember the driving and tears running down my face. And I'm like, no one should have to do this. And I didn't have any more sick time to take a PTO to take off, and we needed the money, and my employer was very flexible and very understanding, and I'm sure if I said I didn't need to stay home, they would have been okay with it, but I couldn't take another day off. We just I needed to work, and so I took him with me, and people relied on me. If I worked in nonprofit supporting people who are facing homelessness, so it was service-based, industry, and people there needed me there, and I didn't have any PTO, and I had to be there. I felt I had to be there, both from the financial standpoint, but also because people needed me. And looking at my child being there, and people, again, I appreciate that I was there and welcomed us, and supported me. But at the same time, it just broke my heart. My mom's heart, like as a mom, that I had to drag him to work with me, and when he could have just been home resting during that time. And so for me, that was the last drop. Like, I can be supporting people and still doing the things I love and not have to sacrifice the people that I love, if that makes sense.
Sense. What you're saying essentially is that you're a mom first, and that took
Yes.
priority, even though you had a wonderful job, you had a service-based job. And it sounds like you had really good people that you worked with, but you needed the freedom and the flexibility. And that is what led you to dictating your own terms with your own businesses.
Yes. Yes. Yes.